monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Let's close those eyes forever. Stompy. Stompy, stompy. Alright. So now to answer this question.
Too kind of fate.
When you ask about the druid class in D&D, do you mean like current D&D or like overall? Because that is actually context I need to answer the question. I like druids in a general sense of I think they're kind of cool. Sometimes they feel a little bit like a ranger though to me, and a little less like a nature priest. But I haven't done them in this game, so I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I feel like they took a lot of the stuff that used to be cool about rangers and gave it to druids, and I don't really like that. But at the same time, I like the concept of a druid overall. I like the wild shape. That is definitely, to me, a druid thing, whereas being friendly with an animal is more of a ranger thing. So the fact that a druid gets an animal or can have animal companions before a ranger seems a little off to me, but you know. Yeah, rangers are basically fighters that can use magic, and honestly, they should obviously be best at the ranged portion of battle in contrast to rangers. Don't mind the barky dog.
Best duo of all time. Better than Trump.
Well, considering he's one person.
And the other Trump. Better than them.
Okay.
Like even Trump himself says, you know, me and Melania, we're a great duo, best duo ever. But that cheat guy, he and the squid, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I would argue that they might be better than us. Don't know. They're younger. They might just be better. They have far better reach, especially that tentacle one. She can reach across the universe. If one time I do a football,
Honey,
and
the poor dog would like to be out of the kennel now.
dog would be all right. I do a football.
Please go let the dog out of the kennel now.
In a second, I do a
I
football,
really would prefer if you go let the dog out of the kennel now.
and I have a strong throw. I have a really strong
Oh
throw.
my God.
I do it. It went into orbit. She caught it, and she didn't even leave her spot. Pretty amazing. The two of them, I think they'll go far. No pun intended.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
And another.
I'm not sure relationships are worth it, guys. Hello, Mr. Wrong. You know my favorite game, hitting that like button for your awesome streamer. That is a fun game and everyone should participate. Highly recommend. What do I like most about this game? That's a good question. Realistically, I like the gameplay the most about the game. The story's good, the characters are good, the voice acting's good, but I really enjoy the turn-based gameplay because we don't get enough of it in this way. I like the addition of being able to roll the dice as opposed to the random number generation happening in the background. That's a cute touch. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make that much a difference, but it's a fun touch. I enjoy it. So I made some of my own pickles and I sliced them up to put on the burger. And they've turned out pretty good, I have to say. I might be over garlicing my pickles slightly, which is a weird thing for me to say. I love garlic, but we'll see. Okay, cats, you're getting a little out of hand there. Calm down. This isn't that kind of game. I like the original version of the Druid where you got 100 pets by level 10. You get a summon and you get a summon and you get a summon. Yeah. You'll probably suck as a shooter, but I need to be the third wheel for my fiance and his best friend. Nothing quite like having friends and family that want you to play games. Do you really want to spend extra money for a game that you just get to play anyway? It's not like early access isn't worth the money. Unless there are rare occasions where I would say it's worth the money. If you have friends you're going to play with and they have it, then yeah, that would be worth the money. But otherwise, what's the point? It's not like the game's going anywhere. You're paying extra for nothing. You know, in the end, it's your money, man. I'm not going to judge you. But yeah, I definitely agree with Robust. If you're right now playing for early access, even when you're... So there's early access, like what I bought Baldur's Gate 3 during, which cost me 20-something bucks. And when the game released, it was a $60-something game. And then there's early access where you're paying $30 more to play a game 3 days in advance. And during those 3 days, you end up literally still being like the other early access where you're just testing the game and helping them improve things. so that they can release a patch on day one that makes it good for the people who paid a normal amount of money. And this isn't directed at you, Mr. Hardcore Mode. This is just in general. This is one of those things that I am a proponent of early access games in the terms of what Baldur's Gate did. I am not in early access games. You're charging me more because I get a couple extra days. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, there is no way I'm buying Veilguard. The only way I would ever end up owning a copy of Veilguard is if some asshole bought it and gifted it to me. And then I'm still not going to play it. Baldur's Gate 3 mod creator? What do you mean by that, Matthew? I haven't actually used any mods on Baldur's Gate 3. I'm really not much of a moddy person, I'll be honest.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, it's just insane to me that people would pay extra money to basically be the initial beta testers. Because if you get a game, especially an online game that's big enough, I have never modded Skyrim. Not once. But in fairness, I have never beat Skyrim. I've got thousands of hours into that game. And I've never beat it. I have never finished the storyline. Cyberpunk Hanako-sama is still waiting in embers for me. I did beat Cyberpunk. And then I played a real cool game called Cyberpunk Horror Stories or Ghost Stories or something. I need to look it up because that was a good game. I've never played the Cyberpunk table RPG. Yeah, unfortunately I don't like to encourage Bethesda to do that to people, you know? All that hard work they put in only to... It's ridiculous. I mean, I get people have fun making mods and more power to them, but at the same time, you shouldn't be relying on modders to make your game fun. I don't think Bethesda hates modders. I think they just find them useful. Can Bethesda fix Elder Scrolls 5 bugs such as the Restoration School shop glitch and the shout finding mission glitch? Probably not. Or, they probably could, but they won't. Why? I'll be entirely honest, Muse. I don't ban people for liking things. As long as you're cool with people not liking them, that's all that matters to me. In fact, I want people to find things they enjoy. Yeah, anymore, if I buy a game, it's because I know that I want it for some reason. Like, I watched the gameplay for Kunitsugami, and I knew I wanted that game because it was new. It was something different from everything I'd played, and it had a really cool story. And I am enjoying playing that game. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.